I did my part, I think. Oh, no, I didn't.
What?
I didn't set this
she's
week's
gonna yell
episode to...
I love how we both grab
right?
our phone to do
so you guys are seeing this real time sometimes. You know what it is? Because I don't do drop off on Mondays. We switched that up.
Yeah, and I don't like it. Let's go back.
Okay, good, because I didn't put this week's episode live. So you guys get to watch me do it right now. And welcome to another great episode of the Red Black Project. Crystal and John.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, it's been a morning.
It's Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday, which good and bad have a lot of orders. But Shopify decided to go down for about an hour today. Yep. And then while I'm dealing with the Shopify thing, I find out that our local UPS store decided this would be the perfect week to shut down for renovations.
Right. So we can get all of our Christmas decorations up.
Yeah.
And Cyber Monday, I mean, you're not sending packages out.
No,
so
nobody ever sends packages out.
I can only imagine the relief of the staff when they got the email.
I'm glad the staff has the time
They're like,
off. But
thank God we're not working Cyber Monday.
Now I feel like I have to drive into the other city. Now that we're in a small town, there's literally one UPS store. Yeah, 30 minutes there and back.
That's an hour.
That's an hour out of my time.
I'll go.
No, you would want to go. You have something in your beard.
Yeah, it's hair.
No.
I don't know.
It's extra. You got it.
Okay. Perfect. So this episode is brought to you by
Katie with Monarch Pine. If you're looking for jewelry findings or blanks, check out her website, monarchpine.com, and use code Riley Black for 10% off. Obviously, patrons get more.
That's right. And if you are a patron and you're not part of the TRBP Hangout Facebook group, I don't know what you're doing.
Slacking.
It's part of the whole Patreon package that we have. Is a separate private Facebook group where things go down. Yeah, people talk about who they hate. People talk about strategy. How we're gonna,
That they do.
Yeah. You get discount codes.
Yeah, I need to get together a list
because all the tea on what's going on in the laser industry that people can't talk about.
Not just Katie. There's a bunch of other vendors that provide discount codes that are good all the time. Alive Pixel. I'm drawing a blank. Us. We have Riley Black. Keychain Thingies. Cuddle. Yeah, there's a couple others. So
I'm sure Blake's got one in there because he's got stuff everywhere.
I don't know if he does.
Oh, okay.
But I was just thinking I need to start reaching out to my homies and ask for what discount are you comfortable with leaving with no expiration? And because I'd love to add more of those. I want to, beef up the perks.
Or if there's any that people want to add to that maybe haven't had before, especially going into the new year.
Yep.
And if you're not a patron, don't worry, we have you covered. You don't get any juicy content. You just get to talk to us.
Well, you do kind of. So we have the After Dark
That's right. We do
December
have
December 12th.
Yep. Yeah. Depending on when you're listening to this, either we already did it or we're going to do it.
Oh, yeah, they might not see that.
Yep. So, and that one is the Riley Black Project Community Facebook group. But you could always go back and rewatch it.
Yes.
So there is that. So if it's past December 12th, then go back and check out Life Update. It's pretty cool. What?
I forgot to send those graphics to Desiree.
Oh, okay. Well, I did my part, I think. Oh, no, I didn't.
What?
I didn't set this week's episode to...
I love how we both grab our phone
so you guys are seeing this real time sometimes. You know what it is? Because I don't do drop off on Mondays. We switched that up.
Yeah, and I don't like it. Let's go back.
Okay, good, because I didn't put this week's episode live. So you guys get to watch me do it right now. And hopefully I get the right one because this 10-day thing does throw me off a little bit.
It throws me off too.
So let me go ahead and put Josh Perry's episode to public instead of private here for a second. Go ahead and talk amongst. Go ahead and introduce our guest.
Oh, no, that's your job.
Huh?
So our guest is Stephanie with Pitty Designs, right?
That's it.
See, I got it. I didn't even know what I knew it was Pitty.
Yeah.
No S. Okay.
Fun fact is her name has a story behind it, which we'll get into. And also, much like you, is a hoarder and has ADHD. Talk amongst yourselves.
Ta-da! How long does it take to set it to private?
Huh? Well, first off, I have to pick the right one. I'm under distress right now, and I picked last week's, which is already public. And I'm like, wait, Josh is episode was public already? No, but now it is. So be sure to check out Josh Perry's episode that's live now. How's it going, Stephanie? Sorry to take away your shine from
right.
I got a first-hand view of all of the
chaos
that this is.
My clothes on. Listen, this is my life. So
right,
nothing I'm not used to. I do like the beard is back.
Thank you. Me too.
It's coming back pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not quick enough. It takes about. There's an awkward 3 weeks ish after he shaves. That sucks. But now he's back to normal. So
like that first set, it hurts because my husband has 0 facial hair. He hardly gets any, and then when he doesn't shave for even like a week, I'm like, please go do something with it.
go help that.
Just let it grow.
Not if he doesn't have.
It's spotty.
Yeah,
you gotta let it grow.
He doesn't get the nice line.
Not yet, but he's gotta let it grow. It's contagious. It starts growing.
Does it?
Yeah.
For some people. Some people don't have.
Yeah, some people aren't gifted.
Yeah. I mean, like you're gifted here, but not.
I was at one point
here.
in time.
Same. Yep. Anyway, so tell us about Pitty Design. How did you get into the laser world? What were you doing before that?
So I worked for corporate America for Nabisco. So Oreos, Chips Ahoy, Swedish Fish.
Nice.
For 10 years.
Did you get any goodies?
All the goodies before they came out. It was fun.
Ooh.
It was fun.
That was legit sweet.
I loved it. But I was there for 10 years. Somewhere in there, I decided I wanted to get a Cricut because
the gateway drug. Yes,
exactly. My friend owned a store in Chatham, and she was like, well, here's a reason you can sell stuff here. Yeah. I'm like, cool. And it was like 5 minutes from where I worked. So I was able to drop off all this stuff. I was like, cool. It paid for itself. It was just a little fun thing. Well, when I was on maternity leave, things changed when I was in the office, and I decided I'm going to stay home.
Yeah.
After a lot of like looking, deciding whether it would work out, I was like, can't sit still.
Yeah.
ADHD.
Right.
So I bought Glowforge.
Yeah.
In 2020, and that's pretty much started
crazy.
The whole thing. I mean, the Cricut started it, added sublimation, then the Glowforge. Now I have a hoarding problem of machines.
Same.
What kind of things were you making with the Cricut and then the Glowforge?
Literally my question.
So the Cricut, I was doing like the wine glasses with the vinyl on it, the mugs with the vinyl on it. I did some shirts, which I hated.
Same.
Oh my gosh,
they're the worst.
It gave me such anxiety because if somebody didn't fit right, it would drive me, and they'd come to me. I'd be like, I don't know, I didn't make the actual shirt.
Right. Well, and then if the vinyl wasn't lined up, I would take forever making sure it's like centered. And then like when your shirt, fun fact, not all shirts are made like, I don't know what the right word for it is, but like square. Mm-hmm. Like you'll have one, like you try to line up like the center, and it's like not, it depends on what you look at on what center. Or if you're just looking at the collar, like there was ones where the collar was all off, so then it like threw off the center of the shirt. And then
the tag was never center.
No, you couldn't go by the tag at all.
No.
And then
so I was like, nope.
I had one issue where I don't know if it was bad vinyl, where all of a sudden, like my white vinyl, I made like 20 something shirts, and like 4 of the 20 started lifting after like 1 or 2 washes. And then I had anxiety about, is it the vinyl? Is it my heat press settings? Is it, you know, and no. And then it's like you weed. So you have to do the design. They want some random design. And a lot of times I can't go buy it because the design sucks already. So I don't want to buy it. Then you have to do the design, get approval, cut it, then weed it, then press it, then photo, then ship. And I was like, this is too much.
It never looked right because the colors never were 100% because there's only so much you could do with HTV.
Right.
I just was like, nope, we're going to stick with the regular vinyl. I did like little white signs, like shelf sitters with like the Oracle 651 on it. Yeah. That's sold well there.
Nice.
And coasters. The amount of coasters, I found out people buy one coaster. Did we know that?
Huh.
I didn't realize that. One coaster.
I could not.
No, I need 4.
Yeah, you have to have a set.
But it needs to be a set of 4. So, and I even see it at my shows now. People buy one coaster. And I'm like, what do you do with one?
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what one?
Interesting. Good to know.
I guess if you collect them, then
maybe
you have a plethora of coasters.
Well, yeah, maybe
you can pick which 4 you want
to
use that day.
What if you don't have any friends?
It's just me and the cats.
Just me and the cats. What do you need 4 for if it's just you?
4. You just need it. Because I used to make the ones for my friend's store with all like the highlights of Chatham. So they'd have like the different things around the area in Chatham, New Jersey, I should say, because you're in Florida.
Yeah.
But like it would have all the things about it, and it would sell like crazy. They sucked to weed. So finally, when I got sublimation, I was like, yes.
Right. Yeah.
Press go.
Right.
It wouldn't take 10 minutes per coaster to weed each little dot out of the bars.
Oh. So you just finished up a 3-day show. And before we get into that one, when did you start doing the shows, and how often do you do them, or were you doing them?
So I started doing them in November of, actually I just talked to them, 2020. Okay. So my first show, well, I did a couple little ones before that, but I wouldn't count them as like actual, like an actual market.
Yeah.
So I started in November of 2020 with an outdoor show because of COVID, a brewery. I had my 1-year-old with me because my husband had to work that day.
God, you poor thing.
The last minute had to work. Luckily, it was a gorgeous day.
Yeah.
But that was my first one with the place that I do most of my events with, Market Space Vendor Events, which is a local event planning area.
Nice.
Planner around here.
Yeah.
Who does some fantastic markets.
That's awesome. So
I did that, and then they called me a few weeks later because they had a cancellation for the show that I did this past weekend, which I did so I prepped in a week to do a 2-day show, and it was like,
oh my goodness.
And you're talking 2 8-hour days in the cold.
Wow.
Oof.
Because it's 30 degrees and we're getting snow tonight.
Oh no.
I'm wearing shorts.
It's not nice.
I'm wearing a Carhartt vest.
Right.
But yeah, so I started doing them then, and I fell in love with like the community and talking to people. And actually, Jess came to visit me at my first show.
Oh, nice.
Because we had first started meeting. We first met that year.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
That's awesome. Yeah. So shows go ahead.
No, she came there, and that was actually the first day we met.
Yeah. That's great.
The Riley Black Project is sponsored by Monarch Pine.
Monarch Pine is your trusted source for premium laser blanks and jewelry findings. From large loop earring hooks made specifically for acrylic and wood earrings to laser-tested stainless steel necklace and bracelet blanks, they have everything you need to bring your creative ideas to life.
As a maker, you know the value of quality supplies. And that's exactly what Monarch Pine delivers. Whether you're crafting as a hobby or running a full-time business, their products make it easy to design confidently and create stunning pieces.
Head to monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack to get 10% off your order. Riley Black patrons get an even bigger discount, so don't miss out.
While you're at it, join the Monarch Pine Craft Supply Insiders Facebook group. It's a vibrant community where makers share tips, inspiration, and their incredible creations.
Monarch Pine, where your creativity takes center stage. Visit monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack today.
Not tomorrow.
Today. Hey guys, how great would it feel if this was the year you finally got to escape the 9-to-5 and embrace a lifestyle of creativity and entrepreneurship?
Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, Eon Laser USA invites you to join the Above and Beyond webinar, where you'll learn how you can make this a reality.
Join leading laser industry professional and brand ambassador Emily, aka That Mom with a Laser, and Eon Laser USA's sales manager Alicia as they dive into all things Eon.
Learn about the advantages of owning an Eon laser and get the scoop on Eon's rewards and partner benefits. Plus, get a glimpse at how everyday people who started out with zero experience paid off their lasers, scaled their businesses, and transformed their lifestyles.
So if you're ready for a lifestyle change, head on over to eonlaser.us/whyus and sign up for the Above and Beyond webinar today.
Thanks for listening. Laser on.
Bye. Yeah, shows, that's a good reminder for me. So I have my first show in like 6+ years coming up. And I have to remember that even if the sales aren't like amazing, that especially since I am trying to get that local market, that just showing up and people seeing that you exist and you have stuff that they could want or order, that you know that you're there, that you exist. Them finding that out is often like a win in itself, right? Because they may not purchase this weekend if I don't have anything exactly like what they need, but if they know that, you know, I do laser engraving and other stuff, that they can come to me, you know, they'll reach out if they need something custom or whatever. So it's not just all about the sales you get in that moment, it's also meeting your community, right?
Your business cards.
Yes.
I would say if I have a crappy show, if I gave out, say, 100 business cards, then it's worth it to me.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I've learned now over the past 6 years what type of market I want to do. Right. Like, I hate making, I'm not even gonna lie, I absolutely hate making things that do not have a home.
Yeah, me too.
It gives me anxiety. We talked about this.
Yeah, like, I never know, like, I make 10 of this and then one will sell, and I make 2 of this and both of them sell and more people are asking, you know?
Yeah. And I hate it because it gives me like that, oh my gosh, I'm making this. I'm spending my money on the raw material and getting everything ready, spending all my time. Sometimes I hire somebody to help me, like, do something.
I think it's just a package. Let me check. Someone just knocked like it's the police. Aggressive. Sorry. So let me just make sure.
And I'm like, I'm going to hold off a second.
Oh, yeah. It's FedEx.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah,
why he knocking like he the police?
FedEx doesn't learn to not knock on doors, though.
God.
Is he still there? Does it need to be signed for?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Let me go see.
I can't tell. Yeah, he is. Coming. Oh, wait, no, he left. But you're already there, so. Man.
Don't you love working out of your house?
God, you know, I do and I don't, right? Like, we're in this position, like, we are bursting at the seams, right? And we're kind of like stalled a little bit in growth of both of our businesses with like Riley Black Studios and the studio side and like Riley Black Designs, but we are nowhere near the point of affording the overhead. So it's like this just really awkward stage of, did he leave it?
Yeah, he left it.
Okay. But we're in this like really awkward stage of like, we don't have any more room to put things and things keep coming in, but we can't afford to go outside of the house now. And like, we really wanted to, but like, so just to like divert, I guess, for a quick second, is that in the industry right now, you're either killing it, can't keep up, or you're struggling to find that sale. Right.
Yep.
And it's apparently, Alicia Pate, posted about it in the Laser Lounge, I think yesterday or the day before, which you're actually a mod for, right?
I am. Yeah. Yes. I have not paid attention in the last 2 days.
Yeah, right. But she posted it, and it's like it's a K economy or something like that. But basically, like, it's that split. Like, if you have found that right lane where the people, like, basically wealthier people are still spending, and then everyone else is being very, very, they're thinking about every purchase before they make it,
for sure,
you know. And so we're unfortunately kind of in that range right now, where like we're getting sales, but they're not nearly as many as we want them to be. And like with the studio, we're getting a ton of interest, but there's a lot of like really small businesses around us that are, you know, they really have to think about every dollar they spend. And sometimes with videography and those kind of things,
marketing takes a back seat when you have, like, depending on your overhead and your day to day.
Yeah.
Well, I own an ice cream shop too. Fun fact. There's another fact for me. And we have the overhead there, and I don't have the overhead for Pretty Pitty.
Right.
And right now, because it's 32 degrees and our shop is not a drive-through shop and you have to park and actually walk. It's
yeah.
We're still on our second season trying to figure out where we land.
Yeah. What if you could do, and I don't know, like, if it would work, but what if, like, so kind of like, you know how landscapers, they do snow removal in the winter? What if you did, like, hot chocolate during...
About that. We have a coffee shop right next to us, so I own the ice cream shop with a friend of ours, and then they own the coffee shop next door.
Nice.
So
they own that, and so we're trying to do a lot of things together.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to compete too much with each other.
Right, yeah.
We're on different hours. They pretty much close when we open, so it works out pretty well. But we were thinking about it, and next year we have big plans. This year was still another growing year of figuring out payroll and all the things like that. And it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. Yeah, we're... You're good.
The show's already falling off the rails, so...
Right, yeah. We're definitely in that, like, pivot stage. You know, we're in this like tough spot of like, you know, because we just recently started so the studio's less than 6 months old.
Yeah.
And then the products, I only recently started offering those in like the last month. And so it's like trying to be patient. Like some people don't even know that I've started making stuff again. Right. Like, you know, it's
watching the reels of you making, like, of all the tumblers are making me I need to get a truck.
I know.
We have a promo code.
And every time I see Stan, I'm like, I'm going to buy one. He's like, you're doing fine with what you have. And I appreciate his honesty.
Right.
Like, but I'm like, but I want it.
Yeah. It does level it up. But yeah, you gotta wait until, you know, that right time. But I mean, I've been using the heck out of that grip, thankfully. It's covered in what he says money dust. I just need the money to come from that
it's just dust right now.
Because right now they haven't sold.
I've dusted off a little bit trying to get the like money to come out, but it just falls through. I think I need a finer screen or something.
Right? Yeah. Although Courtney did buy one. Courtney Evans, Josh's wife, she supported and purchased one. So, you know, we're getting there, and there's a lot of interest, and there's not a lot of people like in our city that offer that stuff that I've seen.
Right.
So I do feel like there's not a ton of competition, at least for, you know, the things that I'm offering. But yeah, so tell us a little bit about like what you've learned doing the markets. Like, do you have any like tips, or like are there things that you do that helps like, I guess, to be a more successful show? One was, you said business cards for sure.
Business cards for sure. This weekend was the first weekend I ever took actual on-site orders.
Yeah, I plan to bring an order form.
I have a cute little order book.
Oh, I like that.
And it has like the order forms in it.
Oh,
so
nice.
I bought that from another small business actually last year in a big size. And then I was like, hey, can you make me a smaller version?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, absolutely. So I bought that and brought it with me. And it was nice because some of the stuff I just didn't get a chance to finish.
Right.
I'd leave an item up, or they see it in the one and they're like, oh, I really like this, but it doesn't have the wording. I'm like, well, I actually do usually offer it. I just don't have it.
Right.
Apparently now FedEx is at my house.
Well, they just left here and went to you.
So yeah.
You were next on the route.
It's that quick plane over here.
Right.
But yeah, so definitely like, and just having the conversation with people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The amount of people I see sitting in their corner, closed off and not saying, hi, how are you to the
so
customer.
Hard. Because I have social anxiety too, of like, just I when I'm shopping, right, I do want them to like say hi to me, but then I kind of want them to leave me alone.
Right. Just acknowledging them. Right. Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
If you have questions, let me know. That's pretty much all I say.
Okay. Good.
And then like if they'll say, oh, do you make all this? I'm like, yeah. And usually I'll be like, with the help of my laser, because I'm not making everything by hand, right? I'm not hand carving things.
Right.
So I'm like, and then they'll be like, oh, do you have a Glowforge? And then it starts the conversation a little bit of, no, I have 2 Eons. I have a problem.
Right. Yeah.
Which Eons do you have?
I have a Mira 9 and a Mira 7.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
One day I'm going to get that S.
Yeah, we have a Mira 5S.
Yeah.
You love it?
I love it so much.
Yeah. I saw the 9S at the LBX.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Alicia, and I'm like, because I was like shipment 5 with my 9.
I was 4.
Oh. So we were right around the same time.
Yeah.
So I was shipment 5 with my 9, and I was like, I don't even know what I was with my 7 because it just kind of was an added, when I was working at a daycare part-time, I was like, I need an extra machine.
Yeah. Why not?
Right? Yeah. Glowforge I was done with the Glowforge. I needed so now the 7's pretty much just a tumbler machine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I was like looking at it, and I had priced it out, and I kept looking at my husband because I dragged him with me to LBX, and he's like, it's pretty. And I'm like, I know. And he's like, no.
Just no.
I'm like, but, and he's like, Steph. I'm like, he's like, how many machines do you have that you don't actually touch?
That's not what we're talking about here.
I'm like, that's fair. However, I touch the Mira 9 every single day.
Right. I'm
like, so I do. I mean, at one point I want to do Trotec. So he's like, you want that Trotec. So why are you going to? And I'm like, because I love my Eon.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll ever go to that Trotec.
Yeah. It's hard because, the Mira red lines, which the Trotecs are amazing too. I have several friends who have Trotecs too. But these red lines, I don't know if I could say that they're Trotec level necessarily. But they're fast AF. Not having to align stuff like that. They're
in that new tube,
the RF tube.
Everybody's laughing at me because I can't have conversations with people like random people. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm like, it's an RF tube, and it does, and they're like,
cool.
Cool.
What does that mean to me? Yeah,
but I could do so many things so much faster.
Right.
And my husband even is like, I don't understand what the difference is between this one and that one, other than
you don't know that it's better.
And I was like, but it's so much
better. Right. So
I mean, I love my Eon because they've flown here to fix stuff. Like, they've been great. And that's why I probably will never switch because I'm so brand loyal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of brand loyal to a fault to a certain extent sometimes. If I have a trusted brand, it's hard for me to break from that because, the anxiety of like, oh, I basically cheated on them and then something happens. It's like, oh, there's my instant karma. So I almost probably like create my own karma sometimes by speaking it into existence of like, oh, you wanted to go with the other company. That's why, this happened.
I almost bought a Thunder 24. And because their turnaround time was so much better.
Right.
At that point. And I was like, what am I doing? And I reached out to Alicia and I was like, so, because she was in sales at the time that I bought it. She goes like, she's like, don't do that. I'm like, I know. Because when I got the 7.
Yeah.
Are you tired of spending hours cutting, painting, and assembling laser products? Look no further than the Crazy Laser Dad's Laser Ready Blanks.
Their high-quality blanks are expertly sourced and tested and ready to use on your laser. Say goodbye to the hassle and frustration of time-consuming projects and hello to more time creating and selling.
Plus, with their wide selection of items, you'll surely find the perfect blank for your customers.
Visit crazylaserdad.com today and take your laser crafting to the next level with their Laser Ready Blanks.
Are you tired of endlessly joining jump rings?
There's gotta be an easier way.
Are your wrists aching after numerous orders? Introducing Keychain Thingies, the time-saving solution for anyone making keychains.
It's so fast and easy.
These revolutionary plastic thingies make large or multiple orders a snap. So easy, even a child can do it.
That was so easy.
So what are you waiting for? Go to keychainthingies.com and order now.
Keychain thingies will change your life. However, they should not be used to cure any medical ailments, repair broken relationships, or help lose weight. Do not use keychain thingies unless you want to save time and aggravation.
But like I have a Bogong fiber because that was before fibers even were really around. And then I have a Haitian, whatever, UV fiber.
We finally learned how.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
and
have
used that in complete unison as well.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so I have a 5-watt UV that I still need to learn. I've had it since 2023.
Yeah, we need to learn our Hautian as well.
Yeah.
But we have the fiber-focused course that I have not had a chance to open yet.
Yeah, neither have I.
But we need to.
Do that.
Yeah, I would recommend it. Just, I mean, I don't know if it's the same. Wait, you have a fiber and a UV?
Yeah, my fiber is Bogong, so I was talking to Connie about it, and I wasn't sure whether. Yeah. So I was like, well, let me do a little more research because it is a little bit different. EMP one.
Yeah, and I mean, it might still give you. There's got to be some like baseline and similarities, that you might need to,
And I've picked the brain in the past before about things.
Yeah.
I can use the fiber. The UV terrifies me. It's literally I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just right now it's a holding place for a computer that's hooked to my little mini X tool.
Right. Yep. Mine holds other random things.
Class that I wanted it to do. And then I get mad and then I just shut down and then I just walk away from it.
Yep. Same.
I used our fiber the other day for a
oh God.
A hunk
Talk about
of
anxiety.
copper from 1622 that was part of a shipwreck.
Yeah.
Oh, no. See, those are the things I say no thank you.
Well, so I said no. Several times.
Said yes.
And then
I want the monies.
But then so it was from a local shop that we do engraving for. And they were like, no, they can buff it out if you mess it up. And I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, we've done it several times. And I'm like, okay, but just, like if I mess this up, because when he told me 1622, like a 300-year-old or whatever, 400, and I was like, oh no.
What exactly did they get engraved into that though?
Just the ship, the name of the ship and the year.
Yeah.
So it was
a cool project.
Like, it was pretty cool.
It wasn't like a design. It was just to like mark the piece.
Yeah.
And then it was from a local like treasure museum.
Yeah.
That we have here locally. And you can tell where they buffed out the marking before. So I'm like, okay, they can buff it out, no problem. And there were pieces there where we can test it. It's not a design, like a full wrap or like it's not a design. It's just like
we could test on the bottom. And then again, they said that they could buff it out, but I still made him do it.
And then they weren't sure. They weren't sure how old it was either. Like they didn't know what it was. So I was like, well, they're labeling it. So let me type in this name and the year. Yeah. What looks to seem like a year because maybe it could have been a weight too.
Yeah.
Because 1622, you're like, I don't know if this was 1600, but sure enough, the name, and I forget the name of it now,
starts with an A.
Yeah. But it was the name of the ship that that was caught up in a hurricane off the coast of Key West and sank. So, and apparently it had like a bunch of like treasure, like coins and stuff, but this was probably part of the actual ship because it's copper.
It's like a chunk.
There's a chunk of copper.
That's pretty cool though. That's like got to be top 5 coolest things to actually work on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I mean, even though it's like a very important, like timeless piece, right? There was the minimal pressure of like we can't really mess it up,
and
right?
they have several in the museum. It wasn't like 1 of 1 or 1 of 5. Like they have several, and they're for sale too. So I looked at them like, and this hunk. I mean, we didn't wait. I guess we should have waited, but something that looked similar was about like $1,400. Oh my God. And it's just like a hunk of it. It's not in any certain like it's not in the shape of the ship.
Yeah,
it's not. It's just a piece.
Yeah, say you need like a little piece of that, just so that you can say that I engraved it.
Can I have a little chunk?
Have a little chunk. Right. I'll engrave it for free.
Right, break me off a piece
of that Kit Kat bar. Back to Nabisco.
Right. So, what sold the best for you this weekend?
Ornaments.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. So like kind of going along what you were saying that Alicia posted that I need to go back and look into.
Yeah.
You can really see the difference, right? So like Friday I had way higher ticket like items and higher like orders.
Yeah.
And then Saturday I had way more people. But less, they weren't spending as much. So it was that one ornament.
Yeah.
or that $15 item or that $20 item, which is fine with me. So I evened out Friday and Saturday, but had way less customers on Friday than I did on Saturday.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? That just makes your day, like your name went out to that many more people.
Right.
Yeah.
And like this year I updated my bags and I got actual logoed bags.
Oh, fancy.
So it was funny to hear some of the vendors be like, well, you did well today. I kept seeing your bags everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And I'm like, I did well today. Yeah. But like, I'm like, that's why I got those bags.
Right.
You're walking around this market. There's 54 vendors at the market that I did this weekend.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It makes you look like you're in a Hallmark movie. I don't know if you saw my Instagram.
I didn't. Yeah.
It was snowing yesterday morning. Yesterday was not great. I won't lie.
Yeah.
The weather did not cooperate. But like it looks like you're walking through a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
There's the Red Mill behind you, which is like a historic museum in Clinton. And they set up the tents for you there.
Oh, nice.
And they're all these like high top aluminum tents with like the white tents, and you just kind of walk along and there's heaters in the middle and there's food trucks, and
nice.
It's a whole thing, and it's beautiful. It's you don't feel, my husband's like, you'll never stop doing this show. Like, I probably won't. And I was talking to the people who run it, and I was like, he said, I'll never not do this. He's like, you know, you're never going to not do this one. You're never going to, because I only do 3 to 4 shows a year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I learned that summer isn't my jam.
Yeah. I have no interest in summer shows.
And I've tried them, and I don't know whether I'm picky or what it is about the amount of money I need to make.
Yeah. To make it worth it. Yeah.
Worth it for me. I have my own, I mean, it's just me. I want to do X amount based off of the table fee.
Right.
Yeah.
So say most of the time I would love to do 3 or 4 times my table fee.
Yeah.
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 That's fair.
Well, and then, I mean, at least
table fee, of course, because some are way more expensive than, like, this weekend's was an expensive one. I didn't have to do my tent.
Right. Yeah.
Or anything like that. And there's heaters, and as long as they're doing the marketing and things, I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, and then the summer ones, you have to think about, you know, at least for me, like, I have to be very careful when I'm outside because I get burned easy. Like, the bugs get me. I have allergic reactions to them. Like, I'm not an outdoor girl, whether I wanted to be or not. And then, you know,
live in Florida where it's always so nice.
Yeah. Well, but in the summer, it's hot. It's hot as balls. And if it's hot for me, it's also going to potentially be hot for the shoppers too. Like when we go to the shows, I don't always last that long, or I'm not like hanging out in all the, you know, and if it's not easy to walk in and get like a little bit of a break from like the sun beating down on you, because some of the booths, you know, they don't have it to where you can walk in, or there's too many people to walk into that booth, or, you know, whatever. And they do typically have, at least the ones out here, they have like a covered like place where you can sit and eat.
Okay.
But other than that, there's not trees, there's not a ton of shade or anything like that.
Depending on where you are, yeah.
You know, I mean, the show that we went to last weekend, was it last weekend?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Last weekend or weekend before. It was a really popular one. There was a lot of people. You know, it's popular when there's people from like down south and up north that come to it. And so it seems to be like a good one.
That one was a little harsher because it's on the fairgrounds and there are no trees or anything like that.
And it's just
so that one is
dusty. The fairgrounds are always dusty.
Yeah. Well, and then like thankfully it's not rainy season. Right. But like technically it is towards the end of hurricane season. And if like you get any weather, like you're gonna like damage, you know, items, and it's but like Florida just also does not like doing things indoors.
No,
so,
we're an outdoorsy place.
So it's difficult. And I mean, I'm doing one, you know, outdoors next weekend. But it is December, so that helps a little bit. It's not nearly as hot. I'm doing like the precautions, I'm bringing like a fan and I'm bringing sunscreen. And
we'll be close to the beach, so you'll get that breeze coming in.
Yeah, so it'll be a little bit cooler.
Man, this is so different than mine where I had snow.
No snow.
We just say no to snow.
We do.
I love having the weather. I don't think I'd ever be able to move out of Jersey.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I love having 4 seasons, although I feel like they're starting to blend together a little bit more lately.
I do miss fall and spring from Colorado.
Yeah.
I only saw the seasons on TV growing up. So
yeah, it's summer and summer light here. That's pretty much all we get.
I mean, I usually go to Florida right around now. The last couple of years I have. My friend's family has a place over by Sarasota.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. And I've gone there the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't able to actually do a show that I did this year. Like, I will say one piece of advice is don't sleep on the little fundraiser shows. I did like a 3-hour show on a weeknight. It was like a ladies' night out. I did fantastic. It was 2 hours. I was talking to you about it. 2.5 hours, 3.5 total setup breakdown, maybe 4.
Yeah.
And I did fantastic. And I was like, I usually, like I said, only do the events with the same one that I use with Market Space. And I was like, it's for a great cause. It was for a mother and and baby home who the mothers and babies. I was like, so you know what? Let's just why not?
Yeah. Right.
I will never not do that one again because it was so good. It was nice. The people were sweet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're there for a good reason.
They treated the vendors with respect.
Awesome.
Nice.
Like it wasn't like we were just there. It was like they included us in a lot of things. They thanked us. Like it was fantastic. And I was like finding those right people work with is always important too. Like I said, Market Space with Kim and Kevin, I work with them.
Yeah.
For the 3 shows that I do. And then I actually work for them, some of the other shows as like for Market Space.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, I did 1 so far. Let me not push it out there too much.
Right. Yeah.
This next year, I'll plan on doing a few more.
Yeah.
I don't want to vend the summer events, but I'll still come and work them.
Yeah. Well, and then that's the hard part of like a lot of the shows that we've gone to this year were kind of like scoping it out to see if it's something we would want to do. Like, what is the attendance like? What are people selling? What does it look like people are looking for? Right. Like, is there a lot of this or is no one selling this? That kind of stuff.
Right. Are there gaps?
Right. You have to find the right event planners that take that into account as well, where you don't have that competition.
Oh man, I saw one.
That's the thing right across from you. Like I had this weekend, my one of the kids came down, and I know her mom because she made a portrait of my dog for me. She had a scroll saw, and she came down and she goes, "Look, Dad, it's kind of like what we do." And I said, "Oh, sweetie, I know your mom. Your mom's way more talented than I am." It was like, I'm like, she sits there with a scroll saw, and
the patience.
She has a little laser, but she's fantastic. I was like, I have 2 of her pieces in my son's nursery.
Yeah,
could I have made it on the laser? Sure, but but not the way that she makes it.
Right,
like, and every art is different.
Yep.
Yeah,
they're all appreciated in different ways. Is the way that I look at it.
Yeah.
But that talent and that patience, my ADHD would be like, yeah, no, friends.
Right. Well,
I have a scroll saw because, it was something I was going to do.
Right.
My husband bought it for me for Christmas. And he's like, I guess we shouldn't have bought that. And I was like, well, if I had somewhere to put it, maybe, but no.
Right. Well, I saw someone posted in, I think, Lone Star Group. They did hats. And they did a hat bar, and someone right next to them did a hat bar
and was
as well.
Like undercut,
and
not undercutting, but was way under.
Way lower price. So his was like $25, $30, and the other guy was like $20.
Yeah.
And he was like, do I lower my price for this show or do do I just
he was
stay?
like, it's like couldn't understand like how they were making any money, what their margins, because it's like my blanks are like that much.
Yeah.
So
well, a lot of people were in the comments though, and they're like, hey, I sell them for $20-$25 all day because I'm able to for this, and this reason. You know, it's hard. Some people are racing to the bottom and don't have a lot of margins, but like some people, especially if they're higher level shops, you're able to get some of those costs down, which
if
also
you're buying higher amounts.
Right. You're also, which also gives you a little bit more wiggle room and still make probably the same or similar margins at a much lower price. Right.
There are so many factors to it, but it does suck when you have a competitor like next to you.
That was a fail as far as the market goes for sure.
And I'm all about like community over competition, and I never have an issue with there being another laser artist or something around, because I've differentiated. I feel like I've done a decent job of differentiating myself. I have a kind of like style. I have a theme that goes with like, do I have something for everybody? Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also have to remember like some of these like the event planners go off of what you're saying you're bringing.
That's what another person said, like defending the market was like, hey, if you didn't like, depending on what they said they were bringing, they may not have been clear in what they were bringing. And like, if you say you sell hats, right? And this one says custom like hat bar, you sell custom apparel and this one does hat bar. They may not know, you know, if both of you don't list hat bar, they're not going to know, you know, so like you said. And when you offer a wide variety, although I think it would be smart if markets asked like, hey, like what type of machine or machines do you use so that you can, because even if, so like the 2 shows I did years and years ago, right? Each one I did, there was several other laser people there, right? And thankfully we did different items, like different enough that like we weren't our competition, you know, the people who were going to buy her stuff weren't going to buy mine and vice versa for the most part. Or if they did, it's because they liked them both because they were different, right? Different enough. But I still wouldn't want her right next to me.
Right.
No.
You know, I would want her like in the next row or, you know.
Down and across.
Right.
And I agree because like I've been to enough events to see like, but I'm not going to lie. When I do my applications, they know what I make at this point.
Yeah.
Which isn't great for me to say, but it's true. Like, I'm like, I do a little bit of everything. Like I have everything from ornaments to pillows to signs to tumblers to card holders. Whatever I feel like making in that month.
Right.
I even said to myself the other day, I was like, I need to do a better job at planning what I'm bringing and putting it down on my application. I do my applications in January for December.
Ooh. So much can change, especially ADHD. Like, there's no way.
My entire business plan in that.
Legit. Yes.
I could go, I could go from
January me is not the same as December me ever. Ever.
Luckily, December me of every year is Christmas me.
Yeah.
So my booth is normally 90% Christmas. There's a couple, and then I always do teacher stuff. I will say teacher stuff.
Yeah, I am bringing.
I don't remember the teacher until it's in front of them.
Yes.
And they're like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot. I need to get so and so.
Yes.
This. Let me grab it now so I don't forget."
Yeah, that reminds me. I had planned like one tumbler and some ornaments. But I feel like I need to make a couple more tumblers because you're right. Like it's December, it's near winter break. A lot of people do, Christmas gifts for their teachers. At least showing them a couple different options for what they can get for, their teacher would is a good idea.
And teacher appreciation's in May, so it just keeps it in there on top of head. So the amount of people who ask me if I'm a teacher is insane. And they're like, well, like the 2 top questions. Why is your business name what it is? And why are you a teacher? And I'm like, no, I'm not a teacher.
Yeah.
But I appreciate our teachers.
Yes.
And that's why I make sure to have a good amount of things. I also try to do dad things because dads are so life for.
Right.
So like
thank you for your service.
No, thank you for your dad service.
And most of the shoppers are moms. They're not the dads.
Right. They're going to buy for their husbands. The husbands.
Well, before
standing in there out in the walkway by the heater.
Right.
And the moms are in scoping out the things and being like, oh, this would be cute for dad. So like I do like the koozies and like certain things for that. I tried and it's taken a lot of trial and error.
Right.
And it's a lot of testing the waters and figuring it out. And right now in the market we're in, it's definitely an ornament season.
Good to know.
Yeah. Before we go to Patreon, because we're getting close, you mentioned the reason behind your name. What is the reason behind your name?
Okay, so Pretty Pitty Design, I do dog rescue. So we fostered and adopted out over 25 dogs in the past. Wow. I want to say it's been a while, 10 years. We just started fostering again with our kids because it's so good for them to learn. Like giving. But I named it because I was doing a rescue. When I started this, I was rescuing a lot. I was doing a lot of transport. I was driving to Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, picking up the dogs and bringing them back to New Jersey.
Wow.
And pit bulls are just so misunderstood.
Yeah.
So if it can bring one person to ask, every time somebody asks me, I'm like, it's literally for that reason.
Yeah.
Right.
For somebody to ask me why my name is that, because I have maybe 5 dog items.
Yeah.
Well, probably more than that, but like at a show.
Right. Yeah.
Like 5.
Yeah.
No. And they're like, oh, dog stuff. I'm like, no, sorry.
Right.
I had to put the tagline of gifts and decor underneath it because people were thinking that I was a dog shop.
Right.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, there's always going to be something dog here.
Right.
But it's to bring breed awareness to pit bulls because they're so misunderstood.
Yeah.
And they're such good dogs. And I had 2 of them. I have 1 left, but I had 2, which is the ears are my dogs.
I love that.
That's awesome.
It's a silly reason, but
I didn't even so.
Somebody in our rescue came up with the name. I couldn't come. I'm not creative.
Yes, you are.
Not when it comes to words. Like, I'm still trying to figure out a snarky version for my like after dark type of items that I won't put on my website until I come up with like a name for it.
Right. So tell people where they can find you if they want to follow you.
So I'm at Pretty Pitty Design, no S, on Instagram and Facebook.
Cool.
PrettyPittyDesign.com.
Awesome. And I just wanted to add, especially for the Gen Pop version.
Yeah.
When you do have a show that maybe isn't as like busy or as popping as you would like, giving out business card is great, but it's also a great opportunity. You have all your products out or a good portion of them. It's a great time to do content, highlight different things that you do. Like you can turn that show into so many pieces of content just from even like introduce yourself, do one of those, and then just pick more than just like a quick pass upon like what you have.
Because usually that's what a lot of us only have time for, right? Because we're rushing, we get it set up, it's all pretty, and then like people always show up early and stuff, so you're like trying to get that video really quick before like people show up and like start moving stuff around, and then you're busy, hopefully, so then you don't get a lot of other content, right? And all you have is the quick pass of like, hey, come see me, and if sometimes you're probably lucky and don't even get that posted, right?
I don't, which is great. It's not a bad problem to have. However, yesterday I should have taken your advice and taken some different type of content. Instead, I stood back here like this.
Well, and another thing to do as well, because we have stuff that is good for business owners as well. And so if you have a slow show, that's when you need to be walking around and talking to the other vendors and handing your business card to them as well and say, hey, you need any business merch, if you need a sign for your next show, if you know what I mean? Like they're your customers too, not just and not just the public. So, I've said several times before that one show that I had that was like a complete bust, that's when I met the shop that I ended up doing consignment for about a year. So, you can make those connections that make the show worth it, that may not necessarily be a monetary connection, or it may be a monetary connection down the road.
Yeah, maybe not at the show, but down the road. It could also just get your name out there in a different light. And it can also give you stuff for the next show. Hey, I'm going to be at this show. Even if you're using a different show's video, you can still say, hey, I'm going to be here this weekend from this date to this date. They can kind of get a feel of what you offer. And, that's another way of promoting and stuff. But I just wanted to get in there that, even if it's slow, there's always something you can do, like shooting content.
Yep.
And you're already there. You're kind of like chained for the next however many hours. So if the foot traffic isn't coming in, and then that could also draw in foot traffic.
Yeah.
Because as you're talking about your stuff on camera, people are like, oh, what are they doing over there?
Yeah.
And then they come in and they hear you and they're like, oh, so how much is it? And you like, stop recording, and then you make the sell.
Right.
That's true. Very true. Yeah, I made friends with the guy next to me who sold dog treats.
Nice.
Because he wants to put his cakes in the ice cream shop. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
That'd be great. And it goes in the freezer, so it's perfect.
Right. Yeah.
But we learned a lot about. I learned a lot about a lot of different vendors, which was awesome. Made a new mom friend on the other side of me. She makes candles that smelled fantastic.
That's a good friend to have.
I got some cheese.
You got what?
Some cheese from the little cheese project a few booths down for me.
Nice.
Just spend all of my money on cheese.
Right.
We'll talk about all the goodies and all the friendships and everything you made in Patreon. So if you want to listen to that, you're going to have to head over to Patreon because it's a wrap for Gen Pop.
Yep.
The life update's coming up next. And it's life update time.
It is.
So you are in prep mode.
I am.
As a matter of fact, your little octopi are done.
It's a squid.
Oh, squid. Okay, that's why the head is pointy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, on a 3D printer.
Yeah, the 3D printer is fixed.
Yep.
So I'm making a bunch of little...
And it hasn't broken since.
Right?
Because since I put in the sensor...
We've put it to the test.
It's been on and printing.
I'm pretty much like, I'll finish one, clear off the tray, wipe it down with alcohol, and set the next thing.
And then send the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
And we did like a whole bed of the different alligators. Well,
they're super cute. Yeah, I did snowmen. A little, what are they called? Articulated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snowmen, crocodiles. I think technically, crabs.
Yeah, those crabs are cute.
They are really cute.
Yeah.
And then I just did a test of two little squid. Yeah. So I usually print like two of them to test to make sure, is it cute? Is it worth it? Is the sizing what I think it is? Because like even sizing in their hand on some of the pictures, I still print them out and I'm like, that's way smaller than I think.
Well, because different hand sizes.
True. And I mean, even seeing them on like it shows you how big it is compared to the plate. And that'll tell me sometimes like, oh, that's much bigger than I thought, or that's much smaller than I thought. But a lot of times I don't know until I print it. Right. I have to print it in order to see it. So yeah, I usually print a couple just to test, see how it goes. Is it cute? Is it worth it? Okay, and then I'll run, the full, as many as I can on the sheet, which is where you get the most bang for your buck, right? Because if I'm printing one of these little squid, it was 2 hours anyway. Right. Printing two of the squid was like 2.5 or maybe 3. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, so when you do it, if I do a whole sheet of them, it's probably going to take like 12 hours, right? But if I did them individually, it's going to take me 2-3 times that. For sure. So yeah, and like the kids always love them every time they go to these kinds of shows. So that's like that.
Yeah, that's where we got the idea. I mean, we have the printer anyway.
Right,
we might as well start using using it to make something. And that's when it breaks, because it's like, oh, you want to sell stuff now?
Right? No. I heard that. Nope, not here. Not in my house.
Right? So that's been prepping. You've been doing, I mean, if you guys seen Tumbler Queen over
tumblers.
here.
I'm doing cute little like baby shot glasses. I'm doing all the things. I did some coffee ones. Yep. The other day.
Wraps.
Full wraps all day, baby.
Everything. Like this 5 has seen more work in the past couple months then the 9 saw all like
probably
however long.
I should look and see how many hours of like job time is on the 5.
Right.
Because I know I remember the hours on.
How many
the 9.
hours was on the 9?
Oh, it was ridiculous, like 115.
Oh. Okay, well, you got to be close.
Yeah.
You got to be close. Maybe not there
the on time was like 3 times that. Because I would never, especially because I had connection issues.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't turn it off if I wasn't going to use it. I would just leave it on if I planned to use it, or potentially.
Right.
I would even leave it on when I was assembling something, because sometimes I would lose a piece and I wouldn't want to go through the process of ramping everything back up again. So I'd just leave it on until I'm done with the item. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I can turn it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, runtime was like 700 hours or something like that, or on time was way more than actual runtime. Yeah. But yeah, I love the little 5. We have something that we have to make space for.
We got a great deal, a killer deal on something. We're gonna go pick it up next Monday, right? Next week.
Hopefully, yep. Next Monday. That's right now the plan, the schedule. Hopefully, nothing changes that. But I'm excited. So you guys will just have to see.
You'll have to wait and see what it is.
I'm not even gonna tell you guys.
So this goes out to everyone. This is a live update.
Yeah.
We're not on Patreon anymore.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I'm not telling. So because there's some things that we say in the life update that we're like, most people aren't gonna make it all the way to the end. It's gonna be a small select lifers who are gonna hear this part.
Right.
But yeah, hopefully by the time everybody hears this, we will have it. Except our patrons who are gonna potentially listen this week. But yeah, so just show prep. If that show goes well, I might try and see if there's a few more that I can sign up for. Yeah. Oh, and then we also this Friday for the studio, which I'm also gonna bring some of my items there too. The studio we have what's called Light Up Night, and it's our small town, our chamber does. It's their like Christmas event, and all of the chamber businesses, they stay open late. They put up lights, music, fun treats.
We got really lucky, and the building where the studio is in a like
lawyer's office.
But like the lawyer, every city seems to have like that one lawyer that runs commercials and does everything. So we're in that building, luckily, like.
And they spend a ton of money,
right?
And they go out, they go all out. There was like a barbecue night, right? Like Food Around the World is what they did a couple months ago, and we were just kind of in the parking lot with them, and they had a live band, and they were giving away T-shirts, and they had a full spread of food, and we just gave out treats.
Yeah, it's definitely a stop anytime that something like this happens with the chamber, or anything. Their location is a stop, and we just so happen to be in there, so we get to reap some of those rewards as far as like foot traffic, and notoriety. So that's pretty cool.
So that's Friday.
Yep.
And then the show's on Sunday, so it's gonna be crunch time this week.
Yeah. And so hopefully this episode comes out on time.
Right.
So that's in the works. We've been reached out to for help with content and helping out set up cameras. So if you guys didn't know, that is something that mostly me, but you're usually part of the live too.
Yeah. I chime in and interject here and there with a couple ideas.
That is something we offer, one-on-one like consultation, like to help, virtually set up settings for cameras or just any generic
settings for lives, just anything that's
content
video
related,
content, basically content based.
Yeah, if you like need some ideas on how to, kind of change the content besides, just your normal time lapse.
Yeah.
Content that a lot of people do. Kind of like we talked during this episode, instead of just scanning the table and that's it, you can turn that into more content. So if you want to think about it a little bit differently and want to like pick our brains, we totally do those consultations as well. So just letting people know that's out there.
Yep.
I think that's all we got for the life update.
That's all we got. We gotta go do
the
things. I gotta go send all those packages out that I couldn't send out before the show.
Right.
So hopefully Shopify cooperates.
Yeah. Hopefully by the time this comes out as we're like wrapping up the holiday season. So hopefully you're having a great season.
Yes.
And with that, it's been another great episode of the Ride Back Project. Crystal and John.
Bye.
Maybe we're all done. The Ride Back Project. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. Nino, I'm recording.